School drop-off is a sport, and if you're like me, rushing from work to school schedules to life in general, then you need caffeine to get through the day. So here's what I'm gonna go for today, and I know that for me, like, I'll drink a pot of coffee a day. I know it's not healthy, and I get that, that's fine, but we are gonna cover the hot spots in the Manhattan classics of coffee shops here in Manhattan. Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kyle Powers with Haven Real Estate Group at eXp Realty. Today, I want to talk to you about coffee shops in Manhattan. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, oh my gosh, there's so many coffee shops, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot, I'll give you that. But let's be real. Just because there's so many doesn't mean that we can't use them and we can't enjoy them, right? So today we're gonna go over the crowd favorites, we're gonna go over some good spots, we're gonna go over some hidden gems as well. So let's go ahead and dive into our crowd favorites here in Manhattan. First on the list for crowd favorites is going to be Arrow Coffee. I know Arrow Coffee's hit a lot of the news lately, but I promise you going in there is a fantastic spot for you to go check out. Arrow has great coffee. They have more of an ethical source type place. Good coffee, the pour overs are good, the vibe is great, really bright, really airy, and it's right in the middle of campus. I shouldn't say in the middle, kind of on the edge of campus. It's down on Claflin across from the dorms is one of the areas. Then you have the bodega as well for any grab and go sandwiches or meals or anything that way. But Arrow Coffee is always a crowd favorite for most people. And if you haven't tried it out, the parking, honestly, the parking kind of sucks, but go there because you definitely will enjoy what you find when you get in there. And it's really good coffee, really good vibe. Check out Arrow Coffee. Next one on the list is going to be Blue Stem Bistro. This one is a staple of Aggieville. It's been there since 1994, and it has, honestly, like, that's probably one of my better vibes, is Blue Stem. And that's because you have the alleyway, I'm gonna call it just kind of covered patio deck space. And that's a really good spot, right? So, but going into Blue Stem Bistro gives you more of a brunch type feel. You can go set up, you can go work there, you can spend a good part of your morning there. I used to do that back in the day. Now I don't have time because I'm running kids around. But that was a really good spot for me. They have good meeting space. They have a lot of good space. They have their breakfast burritos are on point as well, but just a really good vibe, and it's right down the middle of Aggieville. Definitely a different feel of Aggieville than, say, at night in Aggieville. But I would definitely say Blue Stem Bistro is one of my top ones as well, and would highly recommend their Blue Stem. So if you haven't checked it out, it is down there on Morrow Street, about half a block down from the entrance, but it is a good spot for you to check out. The next one on our list is a fantastic spot, and if you haven't talked to the owner, number one, I have a video with my local legends, go check that one out. Number two, if you haven't talked to the owner, he's a fantastic human being, loves his patrons, loves the people that come in there, and it is Brothers Coffee. So Brothers Coffee is fairly new, but the atmosphere is fantastic. They have a couple of these chairs outside at the front there. But I would highly recommend checking that place out. You've got a good spot out front. Then as you go in, they've got couches and comfy chairs and just a really good atmosphere for you to go hang out and just kind of enjoy yourself as you are kind of sipping some coffee, getting some pastries, whatever that may be. But Brothers Coffee is, it's kind of by the Manhattan Christian College. There's a right off of Anderson. They're parking there. They've got ample parking on both the front and the back, and you've got entrances from the front and the back into Brothers Coffee. There is a little meeting space there as well. It is a coffee shop, so it gets a little loud, but don't sweat that. Like, it's awesome. Highly recommend checking out Brothers Coffee. This next section I want to talk to you is more of like hidden gems of Manhattan. It's been a couple years now. I think they've been open for like 3 or 4 years now. But Flight Crew Coffee just opened fairly recently, and it's down on Points. Honestly, like, I didn't know about that one until about a year or two ago. And really, the coffee's really good. You've, again, got a nice atmosphere. There's no outdoor seating, which that kind of sucks a little bit, but you've got a nice long hallway. They do have a meeting room in the back that if you wanted more of a private space to go meet at, that they have that available as well. But then they have all kinds of seating in the front. Again, coffee, great coffee. They have pastries. They have a little bit of food there as well. They do have a lot of tables, a lot of seating on that side of it. I see a lot of people when I go in there. I see a lot of people sitting and just kind of working or reading or just kind of hanging out. But Flight Crew Coffee, it is right on Points, right across from the courthouse and things there. So I would definitely check out Flight Crew as well. I don't know if I can consider Radina's a true hidden gem. When people think of Manhattan coffee, they usually think of Radina's. They've got a couple locations now. They have the Bakehouse, which is probably a hidden gem part that I'll tell you about, because a lot of people don't know that they have the Bakehouse. But that Bakehouse is over off of 4th Street, down in that plaza area. They have a huge area that you can go and enjoy coffee and pastries and all kinds of stuff. They do also have an outdoor seating space, which usually in the morning stays pretty shaded, which is good, especially for days like today when it's just crazy hot. But I would check out Radina's Bakery. They have, and if you haven't, there's a lot of, they used to do tours. I don't know if they still do, but I know that I did a tour of the bakehouse and stuff that way, just kind of learning how to do the pastries and the baked goods and things there. But they do have a drive-through on that one as well. But I would definitely check out Radina's. Then they also have a secondary location on up off of Claflin. It's Radina's on the Hill. That one is another good spot as well. Really good spot where outdoor seating, tons of chairs. Actually, I don't think either of those places have any like couches and like comfy chairs and things that way. It's more the traditional coffee shop where it's just table chairs and that's what you get. So depending on what you're looking for, Radina's is a great spot to check out. Then this next one is truly a hidden gem. So what it actually is called the Dusty Bookshelf. I'll tell you honestly, like up until like 3 days ago, I did not know about this one, at least that I had a coffee shop in it. So it is a spot that I'm gonna go check out because why the heck not? It's caffeine and it's coffee, right? So Dusty Bookshelf apparently has a cafe inside of it. It is part bookstore, part cafe, part coffee stuff, right? So don't have any personal experience to it, but I do know that the Dusty Bookshelf does not have any outdoor seating, but they do have an entire bookstore that you can go into, sit down, read, enjoy yourself, get into that one. I did have somebody tell me the other day it is the best coffee in town, which is also why I'm going to be going there to make sure that I can get the best coffee in town. Because that is always a perpetual search of mine, that I want to continue to look for that spot, because again, it's coffee. It's great, right? That's the elixir of life, right? But anyway, so the Dusty Bookshelf, that one is more of a staple of downtown. It has been in Aggieville and it has been there for many years. Burned down a couple years ago and they rebuilt it and put it back in there. I'm guessing that's probably when they put the cafe in there, but it was a great move on their part because they're starting to get a lot more notoriety on that. So have to try out Dusty Bookshelf, and who knows, maybe you'll see me down there. These spots are my back to school must-haves because one, you can get a quick work session in before you go and drop the kids off, or after if you got to sit down and do a quick work meeting or something of that sort. Or if you're just doing a quick pit stop. They all have drinks for kids. They all have little things where you're not pumping your kids full of caffeine. But they all have things that are good for kids. Again, pastries are just a reward for the kids having a good day at work or a good day at school, and the kids having just kind of getting ready to go for the next day. These are great spots. I would highly recommend checking those out. Maybe even you're just looking to go study as well. These are all great spots to check out. And then the locations of them are fantastic, right? You've got downtown Points, you've got Aggieville, you've got the west side of town with Radina's, you've got Brothers Coffee right down there on the edge of campus as well. It's definitely a lot of good spots for you to check out, either with the family, getting a quick work session in, or getting a quick study session in. These are good spots, and most of them have private space if you wanted to bring a small group and have a little private space that you guys could go and enjoy the coffee and the good food. So have to check all of these out because I definitely can guarantee you that you will not be disappointed by any of them. If you want the full neighborhood coffee map, go ahead and click the link below or just type in the comments below, write coffee, and I will get you my full neighborhood map of coffee shops in the area. And again, as always, if you guys have any questions about anything Manhattan or just anything related to real estate or just in general, reach out to me. I want to help you guys. I do these videos so people learn a little bit more about Manhattan and they understand what our town has to offer, whether it be from coffee shops to restaurants to just businesses in general. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or if you need anything, Reach out to me. My personal cell phone number is 785-477-5485. My email is kyle@homesforsalemhk.com. I would love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear what your favorite coffee shop is. Go ahead and put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you on that as well. And as always, if you are interested and you like these videos, please go and hit that subscribe button. Go and hit that little bell so you get notified of any future content that we put out there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.